Let me get Sherman to start his video. Okay, so I think for today, let me just go through what we're going to go through, yeah? Definitely, we have been doing quite a fair bit of writing. Okay, we've been doing different genre. We've been doing descriptive. Okay, we've touched a little bit on expository as well. So today, the focus is on summary, okay? Summary writing. I think you're very familiar now that summary at Sec 2 level, summary falls under your paper 2. Okay, under paper 2, you have 3 sections. Your visual text, 5 marks. Your narrative text, 20 marks. And your non-narrative text. Which includes your summary. Okay, so total is at 25 marks, right? So basically for summary, I think the key thing, like I said, it's not possible for us to, within one lesson, cover everything, all the components in your English language paper for O levels. Okay, so we always do it segments, section by section, components by components. Okay, Kit Ming and Sherman, could you please turn on your video? Right. Okay, so next one, expository comprehension. Yeah, so that's what we're going to cover, which actually summary falls under this. Kit Ming and Sherman, please turn on your video, okay? Then we have current affairs. Okay. Oh. Kit Ming, you have 2 accounts, is it, Kit Ming? Oh, your cam is not working, Sherman. All right. Okay, so maybe you might want to try to get it fixed by next lesson, okay? Kieran is here as well. Kieran, please turn on your video. Thank you so much. Okay, now I noticed a few of you did your homework, right? Kieran, Kit Ming, and Tojin did his homework. Tojin is not here today. Yeah, and I've read some of your responses, okay? And later on, we'll go through them, all right? So a few things that we have to really take note of would be, okay, definitely we'll be going through this several times. A quick one, I think we went through last week, but please turn on your video and as well as mute your microphone. Okay, so if let's say you have a question, you can use the chat function, right? Like what Sherman did just now. I think Sherman was not able to. Yeah, thank you so much, Azim. I think it's really mutual respect, right? If I were to it's a cyberspace, and a lot of times there will be incidents whereby cyberbullying and all these things online. So I think although it's a cyberspace, it still really garners our respect for each other as well, okay, as individuals. So please, if you can, I know Sherman, your video is not working. Kit Ming, probably you might want to turn on video, and Kieran as well, okay? So if you have anything that's urgent, please raise your hand. You can use the icon below and ask. Wait for your teacher's permission to unmute yourself, yeah? And of course, I understand that sometimes you need to answer to nature's call. You need to go to the toilet. So if you need to, just inform me. I'm a reasonable person. I will not allow you to go toilet, okay? So just put it in the chat. Let me know you need to go toilet and just go, okay? At least you inform. Like I said, it's all about mutual respect, right? I respect you as a person. You respect me as a person. Okay, so be mindful and be respectful. I think that's the most important part. Okay, so quick ones. So we're going to quickly get started with our expository compre. Sometimes they use the term expository, but I think I prefer to use the word non-narrative compre. The reason is because sometimes the comprehension text in your comprehension paper, paper 2, might not be expository. Sometimes it might be a factual report, for example. Okay, so nevertheless, it is ultimately still a non-narrative because it's based on facts, whether or not it's expository or whether or not it's a factual report. it can fall under non-narrative. Okay, so we'll call it non-narrative compre. Yeah. Yeah, I have to apologize first because actually I'm not too well today, so it was sometimes I might have a cough or two. So but still I think we shouldn't be missing the lesson, so that's why we will continue. Okay, so I'll need really appreciate if you can contribute by speaking up more. Yeah, just help me with this. Okay. Now next one. Okay, so let me get someone to read. Who wants to volunteer? Nobody wants to volunteer. Okay, if nobody, then we'll go by alphabetical order. Okay, Azim's name starts with letter A. So Azim will read the first paragraph. Okay, Azim?
Clear skies dawned over London on December 5, 1952. Unusual cold weather had troubled the city for weeks. As the people of London awoke, coal fireplaces worked overtime to warm the air. As the day progressed, a thin fog began to cover the city. It began to turn the sickly. It began to turn into a sickly shade of yellow as it mixed with tones of soot that was pumped into the skies by London's forest of chimneys and industrial factories.
Very good. Okay, so we've spoken about this before. Usually to start an expository, of course, to start an introductory paragraph, there are many ways. Okay, one of the ways is to set the situation. So I think that's what the writer is using. Okay, so he's using by to set the situation. He's using the method to set the situation so that the reader will know a bit more about what is going on, right? And also, I think I did mention before, for expository writing, you need to make sure that you have a thesis statement at the front in the introductory paragraph. So the thesis statement is here. Okay, so it basically tells us about what is going on, and it basically gives the reader a direction of what to expect in the upcoming paragraphs. So by reading this sentence, I think you roughly know that, oh, okay, so they're talking about like the suit as well as, a sickly shade of yellow. So what's going on, right? That comes to your mind. So basically, in the upcoming sentences, they are going to tell you about what's going on. Okay, right? All right. Okay, the next person, letter K, Kiet Ming and Kieran. Okay, Kiet Ming first because Kiet Ming is K-I-A and Kieran is K-I-E. Okay, Kiet Ming, can you read paragraph 2? Is your speaker not working, Kiet Ming? Can you try? I think, yeah, it's working now. Can you try?
Called the Great Smoke, it reeked of rotten eggs as it was filled with sulfur particles. Also, it was so dense that residents reported that they were unable to see their feet as they walked. For 5 days, the Great Smoke paralyzed London and crippled all public transportation. This included boat traffic, grounded flights, and cancelled trains. Conductors grasping flashlights and torches walked in front of double-decker buses to guide drivers moving down the city streets. Even during the middle of the day, drivers turned on their headlights and hung their heads out the windows in an attempt to inch ahead through the yellow gloom. Many found the exercise useless and abandoned their cars. Pedestrians groped their way around the city's neighborhoods and tried not to sleep on the greasy black ooze that formed on sidewalks. By the time they returned home, the residents of London resembled coal miners.
Very good. Thank you so much, Kiet Ming. Okay, so in this case, like I said, there must be a thesis statement at the end of the introductory paragraph, right? So there must also be what we call a topic sentence. Okay, maybe I use another color called the Great Smog. It reads of this. So we know that in this paragraph, okay, they are going to tell us a lot more about the Great Smog. So this is what we call the topic sentence, the one highlighted in green. Okay, so the topic sentence tells us more about what is oh, we have someone coming in. Okay, so the topic sentence actually tell us more about, what the paragraph, the body paragraph 1 is going to be about, right? And indeed, it really tells us more about what the Great Smog is all about, yeah? Okay, next person after Kiet Ming is Kiran. Okay, Kiran, read paragraph 3, please.
Authorities advise parents to keep their children home from school in fear that they would get lost in the smog. Burglaries and purse snatchings increased as criminals could easily vanish into the darkness. We cancelled, although a certain school carried on with their annual cross-country competition with the help of track marshals who continually shouted, this way, marathoners." As runners appeared out of the thick haze, movie theaters even closed as the yellow haze made it impossible for ticket holders to see the screen.
Okay, well done. Thank you so much, Kiran. Okay, so that was basically this paragraph, I think, in general, right? To summarize it, it really tells you all the consequences that the Great Smog has, caused. Okay, so but then again, there isn't really a distinct topic sentence for this, right? It's mainly just examples after examples of what are the consequences. Okay, so I think this one maybe you can consider as a continuation from body paragraph 1. Okay, now next person I have, oh, Zuo is here. Hi, Zuo. Okay, I don't have some of your information here. Maybe you just might want to share. Zuo, which secondary school are you from again? Sorry?
Riverside Secondary School.
Which secondary school?
Riverside.
Riverside. Okay, thanks for sharing. Kiran, what about you? I know Sherman is Springfield. I do not know Kiet Ming as well. Kiet Ming and Kiran, which secondary school are you from?
I'm from Maristella.
Kiran is from Maristella. Okay. And Kiet Ming?
Admiralty.
Okay. Yeah, because I just want to keep a record. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, yeah, so we were talking about this paragraph, and I think the next person should be Sherman before Zuo, right? We are going in terms of alphabetical order, Zuo, in case you're wondering what we're doing. Okay, because I think nobody would like to volunteer, so therefore we just go by alphabetical order. Okay. Okay, Sherman, paragraph 4.
Unfortunately, the Great Smog was much more than a nuisance. It was later, especially for the elders, babies, and those with respiratory and cardiovascular problems.
Cardiovascular problems.
Outside of the coughing and the whistling, death came silently to London. It was not until funeral parlours began to run out of coffins and florists ran out of flower bouquets that the deadly impact of the Great Smog was realized. The death rate multiplied death from bronchitis and pneumonia increased more than the sevenfold, with the death rate in eastern London increasing 9 times.
Thank you, Sherman. Okay, so